You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And this is... starts. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw. Collins there to grab it. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hand off running right. Here's Swift. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
A give right side for Swift. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 15. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Six DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. Pass play now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Cowboy 80. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass caught by Adunze. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Short pass caught by his tight end. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Go.
Pass play coming here. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from the 41. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
19, 18.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
This is Swift. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 70 by 8. Roll.
Going run again with Swift. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Setting up the screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. First and 10, looking to throw. He's going to push one deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. He'll take this at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
At the 60, at the 60.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
From the 34. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 41. They're throwing it. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
They're set up at the 35 now.
79 Bronco. Set. Go.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Has the connection to Adunze. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for points. They'll come up first and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19, Pioneer. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Setting up a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Swift hauls it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. It'll be a punt of 39 yards in the end. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. They're set up at the 35 now.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
70 range, 70 range. Get up.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here we go, sack. Mustang 19. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Let's go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Running back sent in motion. First down from the red zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
The kick by Shudak is good. And the gap closes to 14 points. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting at the 10. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion.
Trap 60, trap 60. Take go.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Panther 11.
They give it to him again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back-to-back carries here. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. Go. Top below 18. Check smash, check smash. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Street, street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
On the set. Ready, ready. 18 rattle, 18 rattle. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go, set.
Quick pass left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Okay, ready?
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Completed over the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Big alert, big alert. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
2nd and 15. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Shisco. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception.
Here we go, here we go. Check up.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Dragon 60. Set. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They'll run it from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now. Check,
Putting a receiver in motion.
Warrior 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
2nd and 8. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll try and throw it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has his man, it's Swift. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the 18 on 2nd down. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
19 Tiger.
Running back sent in motion. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. Dumped off to his running back. Oh, stiff arm. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it yards after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Has him on the... We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Jags pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Ready.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come 19. Here we go. Hey, check that. Check, ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Give now to the running back. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Trap 60. Set. Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
19 tight.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there. 3rd down.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Here's a throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. when he's dropping back to throw in high.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within one score in the fourth. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
65, Jack. 65, go. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. At the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good. From the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
24.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
I got him.
Working quickly here. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down the big gain downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for 2.
Here we go.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens leading by 6. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready. 79 Broncos.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, go. Hot.
Setting up to pass. Swift hauls it in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Pass caught by Adunze. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Let's go.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Finds a man right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here he is to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Fires right away, but incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready.
To throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Red on red.
Staying grounded with Swift. Runs inside the 35. This play goes for 36. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Baltimore.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they